All right, so we've got a surprise for you all. Not only is it Teacher Appreciation Day, but one of my good friends decided to come in town. He's around, so he figured, why not? Why not? Mr. Chadwick Boseman, AKA the Black Panther, is in the building. Y'all can dance. Y'all can stand up. You can stand up. What's up, man? Thanks for coming. I don't think y'all were loud enough. The Black Panther is here. Make some noise. Make some noise. Let's have a seat. So what's up, everybody? You got questions already, man. You just walked in. So I'm TJ Adeshola. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I work at Twitter. I'm also a Blackbird lead. And today is a really, really special day. We need y'all to sit down. We gotta talk to the Black Panther. So today's a super special day. Not only is Black Panther available at home, but the Black Panther himself, Chadwick Boseman, is here to hang out with us. Make some noise one more time. Also, shout out to the people watching on the timeline. This is live on Twitter, streaming from @Chadwick Boseman's handle. This is a big day. This is a big day. So you see the reaction you drew when you walked in. This is big time stuff. Did you know that the impact of this movie would be as massive as it is?
Well, first off, you guys are. It's such a joy to my heart to see you guys. You guys just watched the movie. Right?
Right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, just to see all of you here, you look strong and beautiful, and smart, and just to be in a room with you right now is one of the most fulfilling things that I've experienced, because it's the first time I've actually been in sort of a classroom setting, in a setting with kids your age after they've seen the movie. So I'm just glad to be here. And I think there's no way in the world I could have known that the movie would do this well across the board. There's so many different people in different walks of life, age ranges, different countries would respond to the movie like they have. I think we knew we had something special and something that had not been done before. Mm-hmm. Like this specific thing had not been done. But I think it's a surprise to all of us.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but the Black Panther called you smart and beautiful. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Okay. So Black Panther, as you likely know, is the most tweeted about movie of all time ever. So, yeah, exactly, right? So naturally, people on the timeline, they want to know, the movie is available now. Are there any type of behind the scenes, super secretive things that you can tell us about?
There are definitely some scenes that were left out of the movie that you will see. And it's hard as an actor because you shoot certain things and when it doesn't actually end up in the movie. Like I have a scene with Forrest Whitaker that's not in the movie, and it's to me, I really got excited about shooting a scene with him. So the fact that it's actually not in the movie, and you'll finally get a chance to see it, like I'm excited about that, and it's across the board. Daniel Kaluuya and Denai have a scene together that you didn't see in the movie. And it's about their relationship, which informs, I think, the end of the movie. You saw it, so I can. It's great to be able to talk about the movie and not have to worry. Yeah, not spoil. There you go. And not have to worry about spoiling it. So you can see their relationship in a way where you understand like the struggle the conflict she has, because she has a relationship with him, but she has to choose her country and her king over that relationship. So I think it's a lot of things like that are there. Definitely bloopers. Definitely, some of the fun that we have on set with each other. So a lot of that will be available to you.
Okay, so that's the inside scoop, y'all. When I knew you nailed it. So my mother's Nigerian. I'm Nigerian, which is like about 5 miles away from Wakanda. If you didn't know that, it's on the map. It's on the map. And she called me one day and she said, "Have you seen Black Panther? It's very good, though. It's very good." As soon as she did that, I knew you nailed the accent, which had to have taken months of preparation. So walk us through the preparation that was required to just crush this role like you did.
I had a dialect coach that I found in South Africa, Andile Nebulan, and we had worked together previously, and I just tried to to talk to him, several times a week, and just have him school me on what actually was authentic and what wasn't. There's certain things you can learn from a book.
Sure.
And there are certain things that you can learn from, a general dialect coach. There are dialect coaches who they try to learn every single dialect there is, but they may not have an actual, it's not their mother tongue. They don't have that relationship with the language in a way that is culturally specific for them, that's rhythmic for them in the same way. So they can't recognize whether or not something is right in certain instances. So I needed him to basically say, well, it's technically right, but it's still wrong. Because we just wouldn't do it that way. Instead, we would do this in this particular instance. And so I leaned on him as much as I could. And I think at a certain point, you have to let everything go and just live it. And when you are using a dialect and an accent, you have to walk around and talk that way all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
At the drive-through too?
At the drive-through, at the grocery store, when you call your mom, when you call your agent or whoever, your girlfriend, you have to literally talk to people like that as much as you can stand it.
So I think one of the key takeaways from that is preparation is key, right? If you want to be successful, you have to prepare. So we have a room full of young scholars, right? Young change makers, people who are going to change the world, our future. I would love to know what you wanted to be when you grew up.
I can't say I knew exactly, and I say that to say you don't necessarily have to know right now. If you do know, that's great. Or you may think you know, and it may end up changing. But I had times where I wanted to be a visual artist. I had times where I wanted to be a basketball player. I had times where I wanted to be an architect. I had times where I wanted to be an attorney. All of those things were, in my mind, possibilities. And I think that's the key, is that you should, if you don't have the thought that something can be a possibility, if you don't have people around you that are saying that's a
All right, so we've got a
possibility. They see your talent. They see the things that you're good at.
surprise for you all. Not only is it Teacher Appreciation Day, but one of my good friends
guiding you towards. They might not
decided to come in town. He's around, so he figured, why not? Why not?
They may not be right.
Mr.
And they may be
Chadwick Boseman, a.k.a.
because it's
the
what they know.
Black Panther is in the building.
But at least you should have some goal.
Y'all can dance.
Having some goal and some intention is better than having any.
Y'all can stand up. You can stand up.
Anything, because it can, at least that thing can lead you to the.
What's up, man? Thanks for coming. I don't think y'all were loud enough. The Black Panther is here. Make some
So for
noise.
me, it was various different things.
Make some noise.
Until I got
see.
to this. Right?
So
And even in doing this, I knew once I decided
everybody,
I wanted
you questions already, man.
to tell stories.
And you just walked in. So I'm TJ Adeshola. Thank you,
For me, it was directing and writing.
everyone, for coming out. I work at Twitter. I'm also
Before it was acting.
a Blackbird lead.
So
Today is a really, really special day.
Even getting
We
into the right
got to sit down.
field, I wasn't in the right.
We got to talk to. We got to talk to the
wasn't exactly
Black Panther.
in this job. Now,
So today
I will still do
is a super special day. Not only is
still right, but
Black Panther available
there was
at
a stage fright.
But the Black Panther himself,
Probably that
Chadwick Boseman, is here
I had to get over at a certain point. Like I would be
here to hang out with us. Make some noise one more time.
the last person. Like if you asked me, like when I was, thinking I was just a writer.
Also, shout out to the people watching on
And I was in those
the timeline. This is live on Twitter, streaming from
classes, my first acting classes, which
I'm at Chadwick Boseman's handle. This is a big day. This is a big day. So you see the reaction you drew when you walked in. This is big time stuff. Did you know that the impact of this movie would be as massive as it is?
well, first off, I was only taking because my directing. You guys are advisor. It's such told me in order to direct, you have to know how to act. To my heart, if to see those classes, you guys, I would be. I just want to watch the movie. Last person, right, up and do it. Yeah, just share my monologue. Yes, share my scene. I will be okay. Cool. The last person to turn in their homework. I'll be the last. Just to see, and to tell you the truth, I might have seen all of you here. You skipped the day. If it was my turn to go, I was like, I'm not going. You look strong and beautiful day, so that I don't have to do my scene. It's smart, and so I had to find that. I had to find that it was just to be in a room with you right now is one right thing for the most we do. Things that I've experienced because it's the first time I've get over my stage fright.
So you guys are all
in sort of a class
straight A students, right? Is that right? Everybody make straight A's?
Setting in a setting with
y'all weren't loud enough. I don't believe y'all make straight A's.
With kids your age after they've seen.
Okay. So we gotta ask
the movie. So I'm just.
What was your favorite subject in school growing up?
And I think no.
Math. Math?
There's no way in the world I could have known. You think it's math? Do you really? That the movie would do this with math? Well, across the board, there's so many different people in different walks of life, age ranges, different countries would respond. I to the movie like they have. I think my favorite. It's funny because I actually don't. I think know the answer to this. We had something quite special. I liked it. It had not been done before. It's like this geometry. Wow. But I did specific thing had not. Wait, been done. It's not the. Into the answer. I like geometry, but I think it's a surprise to all of us. But I didn't like all,
I don't know if you guys heard that, but the Black Panther
facets of math. You know what I'm saying? Like
called you smart and beautiful. Did you hear that?
There's a visual aspect.
Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you.
The geometry.
Okay. So Black Panther, as you likely know, is the most
visual art
tweeted about movie of all time ever.
So those
So
two together is why I would say that I wanted to
yeah, exactly. Right, right. So
be an architect. You know what I'm saying? Because
naturally, people on the timeline, they want to know
you can draw
the
and calculate at the same
movies available now. Are there any type of behind
time. So I kind of had like a dual
the scenes, super secret things
feeling
that
about
you can tell us about?
that. Also, like, there definitely some scenes that were left out of the history. You know,
History?
yeah. So movie that you will see. I don't think there was. And it's hard subject for me. It was like I as an like to think actor because you shoot certain things and you think about how things connect to each other.
Got you.
When it doesn't actually end up in the movie.
Well, speaking of favorites, back to the movie.
Like I have
Was there a
a
favorite
scene with Forrest Whitaker is not
scene
in the movie,
that you did
and
in Black Panther?
it's to me, I ooh, I really got excited about shooting a scene with him. So the fact that it's one of my favorite scenes because it's hard to pick one. It's actually not in the movie. I loved the end lab scene. He's so finally with its chance to see it. I'm excited about that. Yeah, and they were just cross fun. It's the board. They were just feel fun scenes. It's a part of his character that you haven't seen yet, and I have seen together in this movie and I was excited about where you didn't see in the movie and it could go. It's about and where the relate can go after that relationship, which informs I think the end of
It humanized you too.
yeah, the movie. You saw it, so I can. It's human. Yeah, definitely. It's great to be able to talk about the movie and not. There's also the scene. Have to worry. Yeah, not spoil. There you go. And not have to worry about spoiling it. So you can see their relationship in a way where you understand like the struggle that the conflict. Because she had a scene I had with Forrest. Has a relationship with him, but she has to choose her country. Where I come back and I ask him, about treating her king over that relationship. So, I think it's a lot of things like that. I definitely bloopers that killed my mother had. Definitely, some of the enjoyed that the scene the line that we. I think I want every time it's set. It's every time we watch each other, so I have a lot of that memory about be available to you. The process because
Okay, so that's the inside scoop, y'all.
you're not completely
When I knew you nailed it. So my mother's
aware of what you're doing. Like once you
Jurian, I'm not Jurian, which is like about 5 miles
get lost in the scene, I don't
from Wakanda. If you didn't know that, it's on the map.
I don't always remember everything
It's on the map.
that happened.
Right.
And
And she called me one day and she said,
you're gone.
"Have you
And
seen Black Panther? It's very good, though. It's
so it
very
takes
good."
me watching
As
it a few times.
soon as she did that, I knew you nailed the accent. I had to
For me to like really formulate. That was my
Taking
favorite scene.
months of preparation.
I enjoyed that scene. But
So walk us through the preparation
in the times that I've watched it, those scenes stand out.
that was required to just crush
All of the Warrior Fall stuff
this role like you did.
will probably take years for me to really appreciate because it was. I had a dialect coach that's so hard, but
So take us behind
I found in South Africa
the scenes. Give us a glimpse that we wouldn't have seen in the movie.
on Delay Nebuline, and
Were there any pranksters on set? Who was the funniest
we had worked together
person in the work with? Any really cool stories that we probably
previously, and I just tried to
haven't heard of?
we were really to talk to him, several times a week. serious in a way, and just have him school that we're not on a on what Avengers we actually was authentic and it's all a joke.
Okay.
In Avengers, like it wasn't. There's certain things you can learn from a book.
Sure.
Everybody is joking all the time, but there's certain things that you can learn from. But there weren't real pranksters. A general dialect coach. They're dialect coaches who, in our production, who they try to learn every single dialect. They think we were really, really, really serious. But they may not have, and when the camera was rolling, but they an actual it's not their mother tongue. There was a lot of music, as opposed to pranks. They don't have that relationship with the language, and there was a lot of that is culturally specific for musicality to our set that I've only seen when I shot James Brown. When I shot Get On Up and Play James Brown, we had a similar musicality. Music has happening rhythmic for all of them at the time. Same way, when the so they can't cameras not rolling. So people were freestyling as whether or not something like Letitia was always freestyling. Letitia was always freestyling. Even Angela Bassett was freestyling. No, is right. I wasn't freestyling because I was like, I'm not freestyling in certain instances. So I needed him to basically say, well, it's technically right, but it's still wrong. Because we just wouldn't do it that way. Instead, we would do this in this particular instance. And so I leaned on him, right? So as much as I could, and I think for me it was not that type of thing. My jokes were more at a certain point you have to let everything go. Or my moments of levels of liberty were more and silent. But little people are using. There's a lot of fun too. She's always sort of you have to walk around finding ways to enjoy the set experience. So we were doing this movie while Get Out was also.
All right, so we've got us
trying to talk that way. A big movie in the box office.
Prize for you all. Not only is it teacher appreciation
also
day,
just a cultural
but one of my good friends
movie. So we
decided to come in town. He's around, so he figured, why
this thing where they were reenacting scenes from Get Out. Why
not? Why not? Mr. Chadwick Boseman, aka
running. If you've seen the scene with
the Black Panther,
where they're running towards the camera and
in the building,
and dip out really quick. So everybody was
y'all can dance,
sort of doing that type of thing on set. And again,
y'all can stand up. You can stand up.
And drums, music, dancing, all of that was done. When you call your mom, when you call there. So it was fun at times.
One of the cool things
your agent or whoever, your girlfriend.
We enjoyed watching just on Twitter alone.
You have
What's up, man?
You have to literally talk.
Thanks for coming. It felt like a family, right? Watching you all felt like I don't think y'all were loud enough. The Black Panther members you've never met, and even on timeline, Panther is here. People were make some noise. Just so excited to cheer for you all as a family. Make some noise. So
the people like that.
We got one more question.
As much as you
let's have Black Panther. Panther, Chadwick Boseman. So if you could have a super. Everybody, you got questions for it in real life already, man. What would that say? You just walked in. So I'm TJ at a show. Superpower. Look, thank you everyone for coming out. I work at Twitter. I'm also. That's a good question, right? A Blackbird lead, and today is a really, really special day. I think one of the key takeaways from that.
Who said telekinesis? What you say?
Down. Preparation is key, right? If you want to be successful, we got to talk to the Black Panther. So today is a super special day.
I'm gonna steal
only is
one
Black Panther available
Trevor Noah
at home
said last night.
but the Black Panther himself, Chadwick Boseman is here. So here to hang out with this. Make some noise one more time. We have a room full of young scholars, right? Young change makers, people who are going to change the world, because the future.
I think
Also, shout out to the people watching on the. I would love to know what you wanted to be when the timeline. This is live on Twitter, streaming from when you grew up. At Chadwick Boseman's handle. This is a big day.
I can't say I knew.
Hey, this is a big day. So you see the reaction you drew
exactly
when you
and that's I say that to say you
walked in. This is big time stuff. Did you know that the impact
to control time
to this movie would be as massive?
Really have to know
to visit it.
Now, if you do know or being able to teleport. This was first off literally the conversation I was having with him last night. That's great. You got this ability to teleport. It's such you may think you know, or it may end up changing better. Enjoy. To move to see. But I had times where I wanted to be you guys from visual. You guys just one space to another. Watch the movie. And
I
had times where I wanted to be yes. He said teleporting. Yes, and I think he's right. I thought basketball player about that times where I wanted to be an architect, like several times over. Okay, cool. I had times where I wanted to be an attorney. All of those things. Yeah, just to see all of you here. Last night. When I was going to bed, I was thinking, I think he's. You look strong. Right. It's beautiful possibilities. It's smart.
So and give us an example.
And just to be in a room with you right now, I think now is one of the most fulfilling things that I've experienced with you, because it's the key is that you should if you're about to punch me, I'm right here, and if you don't in the pad, I'm over there behind sort of a thought that something setting.
I would have
in a
punch you though. I would punch you.
You can't in a setting. I'm behind you. I already got you now. With kids your age.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Teleport
movie. So I'm just glad to be here. It'd be a possibility.
One more.
I think no, if you don't have people around you
for the Black Panther
that are saying, there's no way in the world I could have known the possibility. They see your talent. They see the things that you're good at. That the movie would do this well, and across the board, there's so many.
He came to see you guys because you guys are really good students,
different people, and different walks of life.
So
life towards. They might not be age. You're right.
One,
different countries.
Everybody in the timeline for watching this from at Chadwick
to the movie, like they
Boseman's handle. So we're super excited that he's here.
I think we knew
The movie
had something special and something
is available now
that had
in
not been
stores
done before.
at home.
It's like this
Go get Black Panther. Thank you guys so much.
specific thing had not been done. But I think it's a surprise to all of us.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but the Black Panther called you smart and beautiful. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. So Black Panther, as you likely know, is the most tweeted about movie
And they may not be right, and they may be
of all
saying
time,
it
of all time
because
ever.
it's
So